Hello beautiful family, welcome to my channel. How you guys doing? Hope you are doing great. What we have for you today is how to make homemade onion, garlic and ginger powder. It is always the best to make your own DIY product in the house, so you will be sure of what you need. Here on the countertop is the homemade onion, garlic and ginger powder. If you want to know how I came up with this beautiful powder on the countertop, then sit back, let's do it together. To start with the DIY powder, we are starting with our onion, and I will dice the onion small just as you are seeing, so that it will dry on time, because I am using sun heat. If you are using a dehydrator, you can blend it halfway or cut it small as well, so that it will dry on time. Please do not blend this smoothly, because onion contain a lot of liquid. If you dare blend it smoothly, it will be runny, and at the end of the day it will not dry on time. And when it do not dry on time, it will sour. There is no two ways about that, and we don't want that. All right, please note that among the 3 DIY products that we are making in this particular video, that your onion powder need a special treat because of the liquid content in onion. But do not be afraid, I got your back. Oh yes, I got your back. Once the onion is well diced just the way I am doing it, or have blended, the outcome is always wow, and the result, which is the onion powder, will give you that aroma you need when using it to prepare any dish. I'm just tearing up. Oh, I need help, my god. To avoid tearing up without a cause, man, blend it halfway with your food processor. Do not blend smoothly, as I earlier said, so that the onion will not be soggy. I am done dicing the onion, as you can see, and this is the much I can show on camera, and I'm making a huge quantity of onion powder. And after that, I will spray it on a tray and cover with a transparent cloth to avoid rubbish from entering it. While under the sun, please dry for 9 hours. This is depending on the sun where I am. The sun in my location is very high to dry it within 9 hours or even less. But if the sun in your area is not as hot as mine, it may take up to 24 hours to dry, or even 2 days. But why you don't want to use sunlight, make use of the hydrator if you have one, which will take about 7 to 8 hours to dry or less. Or you can also use your oven at the lowest heat. Alright, please make sure you dry your diced onion on a very high heat if you are not using a dehydrator or oven, so that it won't change color easily, because as you are seeing it shining, once the sun is down or low, it might automatically change color, which may in turn attract flies or insects perching on it, and that is not really what we wanted. Yeah, this is the onion. Can you see how beautiful it looks? The sound alone will show you that the onion is very dry. The next thing is to blend it immediately to a fine powder. Alright, and we are done blending, and this is the final result. Can you see how smooth and beautiful that looks? Yeah, this is exactly how it's supposed to look. The next thing is to store it in an airtight container. That part is very important. Please, if you have not liked this video, do me a favor by liking the video, because it is not easy to do a DIY powder with a sunlight. Please give me a round of applause, because I did not use a dehydrator, so I deserve your thumbs up. Alright. This is how it looks like after storing it. Next is to set it aside and move to the next section. Next is the garlic. I will use my kitchen knife to chop it up just like so. You can as well use your food processor to chop it up. There's no problem about that. Please don't blend smoothly. Alright, just bear in mind that I'm making a huge garlic powder. Alright, but just using this few on the countertop to show you guys the sample of how I chop it up just with a kitchen knife. Okay, keep watching. chopping all the garlic, this is what I got. As I earlier said, I'm making a huge garlic powder. Okay, next is to spray it on the tray and cover with a transparent cloth or a cheese cloth to avoid sand and dust from entering it. And I'm going to dry it for at least 9 hours because the sun where I am is very high. If the sun where you are is not high, you're going to dry it for at least 24 hours or even 2 days. You can as well use your dehydrator and dry it for 7 to 8 hours if you have one, or you can use oven at the lowest heat. Alright, now the garlic is very dry, as you can hear the sound, and the sound is giving me some joy, and it took me 9 good hours to dry like this. You can store it in an airtight container. That is the way it is until you are ready to blend or use it. But for the purpose of this video, we are making garlic powder. Meanwhile, we will go ahead and blend it to a fine powder immediately. Now let's blend the garlic, alright, and we will blend it until it is fine powder. Please, if your blender is not very strong for this exercise, don't try it. If not, it will just damage your blender in just a twinkling of an eye. Now I am done blending. Can you see how smooth that looks? Wow, I love this. Next is to scoop it in an airtight container and set it aside. And lastly, let's make the ginger powder, and I will also chop the ginger small with my kitchen knife just like other ones. Please make sure you chop your ginger smaller so that it will dry on time and be easy to blend into a fine powder without particles. Please do bear in mind that I am making a huge ginger powder, but just to use this few or little on the countertop to show you guys the sample of what I did off the camera. Alright, please keep watching. Done chopping the ginger, as you can see. Next is to transfer it to a tray as others and cover with a transparent cloth to avoid sand, and I will dry it for 9 good hours because the sun in my area is very hot. Okay, I might not be able to show all that so that the video will not be too long. If the sun in your area is high, do it for 9 hours, it will definitely dry. But if it's not high, you do it for 24 hours or 2 days even. You can as well use your dehydrator and dry it for 7 to 8 hours, or you use your oven at the lowest heat. Wow, and as you can see, the ginger is dry, and you can as well hear the sound, and the sound is really giving me some joy in my heart. Oh yes, when you get your DIY ingredient dry like this, it makes you happy because one of the reasons why it will last longer is how dry it is before blending. Yes, let's blend the ginger, and I will blend the ginger until it is fine powder just like others. I will blend it very well because I need no particles in the ginger, and I will blend it until it is very smooth. Keep watching. And here comes the ginger powder, and I love the beautiful outcome, which is very smooth and free from particles. And I will as well store it in an airtight container. Please, to prevent the homemade onion, garlic and ginger powder from caking, add some salt, but I can't give you the right measurement right now because the quantity of powder determines the salt you will add, but don't add so much salt, okay? But for this particular quantity I made, I am going to add half teaspoon of salt, okay? You can as well add cornstarch to prevent them from caking, and do bear in mind this homemade powder will last for as long as you want, as far as you store it in a cool dry place. Here is the beautiful result of the homemade onion, garlic and ginger powder, and to be frank with you, it is so smooth and they smell great in my kitchen right now. I can't wait to use them in any of my recipe. Try this homemade powder and you'll be happy you did, and don't forget to give us your feedback on all our social media handles. Hope you enjoy every clip of today's video just as we enjoy bringing them right at your doorstep. If you do enjoy the video, please give the video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to our channel with a notification bell to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Share this video to families and friends and drop your beautiful comment to encourage us. This is all we have for you for today's video. From me and all my crew, thank you so much for watching. Always remain blessed, and we will see you in our next video. Bye bye.